Story 1. The Night Shift. Nurse Outline 1. It was her third week working nights at St. Marlo's Psychiatric Annex, a crumbling wing of the hospital, long forgotten by administrators but still staffed. Barely. Jenna always felt watched during her 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. rounds, especially in Ward C, where the most volatile patients were kept under sedation and silence. One night, as she passed room 314, officially empty since patient number 892 vanished without explanation 6 months prior, she heard whispering. Not through the door. From inside the walls. "You're late," it hissed, dry as rustling paper. Her flashlight flickered. The air smelled like antiseptic and something older, wet earth and burnt hair. She told herself it was pipes, wind, stress, but when she checked the logbook later, someone had written beneath room 314, "She knows you're listening," in handwriting that matched no one on staff. Outline 2, Jenna started recording her rounds. Audio only, just in case. On night 4, she captured something impossible. As she walked past room 314, the recorder picked up 3 distinct knocks from within. Then a child's giggle, warped and stretched like tape played backward. She hadn't heard it live. Only on playback. That same night, her keys went missing. Found them dangling from the doorknob of 314 the next morning, slick with something sticky and warm. Blood type AB negative, not hers. Security footage showed no one entering or exiting the hallway between 2:17 and 2:33 a.m., yet the door handle turned by itself in frame. Jenna began sleeping with a kitchen knife under her pillow. Her supervisor laughed it off. "Old building, old ghosts. You'll get used to it." She didn't mention that patient number 892 was never admitted under that number. It didn't exist in any database. Outline 3. The whispers grew louder, personal. "Your mother cried when she left you at daycare. Did you know? You kissed him even though you knew he cheated. Things only she could know." Jenna stopped showering, afraid of what might speak from the drain. One night, exhausted, she sat outside room 314 and whispered back, "Who are you?" Silence, then slowly the door creaked open. Not all the way, just enough. Inside, the room was spotless. Bed made, floor gleaming, except for one thing, a single Polaroid taped to the wall. It showed Jenna asleep in her apartment, taken from above, ceiling angle. Date stamp last Tuesday. Beneath it, scribbled in red ink, "We've always been here." She ran. Didn't clock out. Didn't tell anyone. Quit the next day via email. HR flagged it as mental distress. They never asked why she screamed every time she saw a hospital corridor after that. Outline 4. 3 months later, Jenna received a manila envelope with no return address. Inside, 10 more Polaroids, each showing her in different rooms of her new apartment. Brushing teeth, reading, curled up crying. All taken while she slept. The final photo chilled her soul. It showed her standing in front of room 314 again, wearing her old scrubs, smiling blankly at the camera. Written on the back, "You never left." That night, she packed a bag and drove until sunrise. Checked into a motel under a fake name. At 2:17 a.m., her phone buzzed. Unknown number. Text read, "Ward C misses you." She looked up. Through the thin curtain, a shadow stood outside her door, tall, hunched, unmoving. She held her breath, listened, heard breathing. Not hers, slow, wet gurgling like lungs full of fluid. She didn't sleep again for 5 days. When she finally called the hospital to beg for answers, the receptionist paused. St. Marlo's Annex? That wing was condemned in 1987. No one's worked there since. Story 2. The boy who came back wrong outline. 1. They buried Tommy Reed 2 weeks after the car crash on Route 9, closed casket. His face was unrecognizable. His little sister Ellie, age 7, insisted he wasn't gone. "He talks to me at night," she'd say, clutching her stuffed rabbit. Her parents chalked it up to grief, until the drawing started. Crude stick figures, yes, but each one showed Tommy standing beside Ellie's bed, eyes hollow, mouth stitched shut with black thread. And in every drawing he was holding something different, a toothbrush, a shoe, a lock of hair. Real things that went missing from the house. Mom found Ellie's favorite hair ribbon tied around the base of Tommy's headstone one morning. "Dew still on it, fresh. Ellie, did you go to the cemetery?" "No," she whispered. Tommy brought it back, outline 2. Then came the sounds. Soft tapping on Ellie's window after midnight. Not branches, rhythmic, deliberate. Dad set up a baby monitor in her room. What they heard still haunts them. Breathing, ragged, close. Then Ellie's voice, sleepy. "Tommy, your hands are cold." A pause. Then Tommy's voice, flat, wrong, like a record slowed down by two, replied, "I'm sorry, Lils, I forgot how to be warm." Mom burst in. Room empty. Window locked from the inside. But on the floor, tiny muddy footprints. Size 4 sneakers, Tommy's size, leading from the window to Ellie's bed. Then vanishing mid-step. They burned the rug. Blessed the house. Nothing helped. Ellie started sleepwalking, always toward the backyard, toward the old oak tree where they used to play hide-and-seek, where Tommy's ghost now waited. Outline 3. One night Dad followed her, camera rolling. Watched Ellie stop beneath the oak, barefoot in her pajamas, staring up into the branches. He crept closer, whispered, "Ellie?" She didn't turn, just pointed upward. "Look, Daddy, Tommy's home." Dad looked, saw nothing, until the camera's night vision caught it, a pale face peering down through the leaves. Eyes wide, mouth sewn shut, smiling, Dad screamed, dropped the camera, scooped Ellie up, ran. The video? Corrupted. All except the audio, which captured Tommy's voice again. "Don't take her away. I just want to play." The next morning, Ellie's rabbit was gone, replaced by something wrapped in plastic under her pillow. A child's hand, small, pale, wearing Tommy's Spider-Man ring. Forensics confirmed it was human. DNA matched Tommy Reed. But the coroner swore under oath the body buried was complete. Nothing missing. Ever. Outline 4. They moved states, changed names, told Ellie Tommy was gone forever, for 6 months, peace. Then on Ellie's 8th birthday, a package arrived. No postage, no label. Inside a VHS tape labeled "Happy Birthday, Lils." They didn't watch it. Couldn't, until curiosity broke them. Grainy footage. Their old backyard, nighttime. Ellie asleep in her bed. Then Tommy crawls in through the window, kneels beside her, leans close, kisses her forehead, whispers, "I missed you." Then looks directly into the camera, smiles, pulls the thread from his lips, speaks clearly. "Next time I'm staying." Tape ends. They burned it. Packed again. Left town that night. But in the rearview mirror, as they sped down the highway, Ellie whispered, "Tommy says hi." Behind them, standing alone in the road, illuminated by their taillights, small boy, waving, smiling, stitch-free. Story 3. The apartment beneath yours. Outline 1. Maya moved into Unit 4B because it was cheap, quiet, and had character. Exposed brick, hardwood floors, clawfoot tub. The landlord warned her, "Don't bother the tenant downstairs." Keeps to himself, pays cash, rarely seen. She didn't mind. Until week 2. Around 3:33 a.m. she heard music, classical piano, hauntingly beautiful, coming from directly below. She pressed her ear to the floorboards, felt vibrations, knocked once. Music stopped instantly. Next night, same time, same song. This time she recorded it, sent it to a musician friend. His reply chilled her. That's Chopin's Funeral March, but altered, slowed, with extra notes, notes that don't exist in the original. Almost like it's being played backward in parts. Maya Googled the piece, learned it was often used in exorcisms and funerals. For children, Outline 2. She tried talking to the super. He shrugged. "Ain't no Unit 3B, honey. Building skips from 4 to 2. Structural thing." She checked the mail slots. Indeed, 4B, then 2B, no 3. Yet the music continued, every night, louder, closer. One evening, while vacuuming, she noticed a draft near the hallway closet, pulled back the baseboard, found a narrow shaft, not a vent, a staircase descending, dark, smelled like incense and copper. She shined her phone light down, saw worn wooden steps, fresh footprints, bare feet, small, child-sized. She slammed the board back, nailed it shut. Told herself it was an old coal chute. But that night, the music didn't come from below. It came from inside her walls, and beneath her bed. And, worst of all, from the bathroom mirror when she brushed her teeth. A whisper beneath the melody. "You found the stairs. Good girl." Outline 3. Maya stopped sleeping. Installed cameras, one facing the closet, one under the bed, one in the bathroom. Reviewed footage at dawn. Saw nothing unusual until 3:33 a.m. sharp. The closet cam glitched, static, then cleared, showed the baseboard removed, a small hand reaching up, placing something on the floor, withdrawing, footage cut. Under bed cam, same static, then to child's face upside down, staring into the lens. Eyes black, smiling, gone before Maya could scream. Bathroom cam, her own reflection. But behind her, in the mirror, a small boy in a soaked nightgown stood, dripping onto the tiles. He mouthed, "Come play." She tore the cameras down. Called a priest. He refused to enter the building. Said the address was blotted from church records in 1963, after a girl vanished. Last seen carrying a music box. Outline 4, Maya packed. Left everything. Took only her cat and passport. As she dragged her suitcase down the front steps, the landlord appeared, smiled. "Leaving so soon?" She nodded, trembling. He leaned in. "Funny thing, we never rented you 4B. That unit's been sealed since '63, condemned." She froze. "Then where have I been living?" He didn't answer. Just handed her an envelope. Inside, a faded photo. A little boy seated at a piano, smiling. Dated 1962. Scrawled on back, "My son Elias loved Chopin. Miss him every day. Mrs. Hargrove, App 3B, Maya ran." Didn't look back. But that night in her motel room, her phone lit up. Unknown caller. She answered. Heard piano music. Then a child's voice. "You forgot your key, Maya. I'll keep it safe. Until you come home." She looked down. Her apartment key, the one she'd thrown in the trash, lay on the nightstand. Still damp. Still smelling like incense. And grave soil. Story 4. The Mirror That Remembers Outline. 1. Lena bought the antique mirror at a flea market for $20. Dealer called it Victorian, late 1800s, minor scratches. Great condition. It was ornate, gilded frame, curved glass, heavy as sin. Hung it in her bedroom. First night she thought she saw movement in the reflection. Turned, nothing. Second night, clearer. A woman in a white nightgown standing behind her. Lena spun, empty room. Heart pounding, she covered the mirror with a sheet. Slept fitfully. Woke at 4 a.m. to find the sheet on the floor. Mirror uncovered. And in it, not her own tired face, but the woman again. Closer this time. Lips moving, no sound. Lena recorded it. Played it back. Heard whispering, faint, broken. Like radio static shaped into words. "Kinushit, help me. Let me out." She deleted the video. Unplugged her phone. Told herself it was sleep paralysis, stress, anything but real. Outline 2. The woman appeared every night. Always closer. Always silent except on recordings. Lena stopped sleeping in the room. Slept on the couch. Still, she'd wake to find herself standing in front of the mirror, hand pressed to the glass, whispering back, "Who are you?" One morning, she found writing on the mirror in lipstick, not hers. "Maria Wentz, 1893, he locked me in." Lena researched. Found an obituary, Maria Wentz, 28, died suddenly at home. Husband, Elias Wentz, prominent businessman. Cause of death, undisclosed. House address, same as Lena's apartment building, built over the ruins of the Wentz estate. She dug deeper. Found a diary entry from a maid. Master locked mistress in her room after the baby died. Said she went mad. Screamed for days. Then, silence, Lena vomited. Uncovered the mirror. Asked aloud, "Did he kill you?" The glass fogged. Words formed, "Worse, he put me here." Outline 3, Lena tried to destroy the mirror. Hammer bounced off. Acid slid off like water. She hired a paranormal team. They set up EMF readers, spirit boxes, infrared cams. That night, chaos. Devices spiked. Voices screamed through the spirit box, "Let me out." "She's mine!" "You're next!" Cameras caught Lena sleepwalking toward the mirror, arms outstretched. The team rushed in. Pulled her back. Mirror reflected not Lena, but Maria screaming, hands slamming against the glass from the inside. Team fled, refused payment, left their equipment behind. That night, Lena dreamed of Maria, not as a ghost, as a prisoner, trapped between worlds. "He bound me to the glass," Maria sobbed, "so I'd watch him remarry. Watch him forget me. Now I need a body. Yours will do." Lena woke with her hand on the mirror again, and a new message etched into the frame. Almost time. Outline 4. Lena covered the mirror in black cloth. Sewed it shut with iron thread. Salted the edges. Lit candles. Chanted prayers. Nothing worked. The cloth tore itself open every night. On the seventh night, she gave up, stood before the mirror. "Take me," she whispered. "Just end it." The glass rippled. Maria stepped out. Not as a specter, solid, flesh, smiling. Lena collapsed. Woke hours later, alone, mirror empty. She laughed, cried, celebrated, until she looked in the bathroom mirror, saw Maria's face staring back, smiling, winking. Lena screamed, scrubbed her skin raw. Still saw her. Doctor diagnosed psychosis, prescribed meds. Didn't help, because Maria wasn't in her head. She was in every reflection, puddles, windows, phone screens, car mirrors, watching, waiting, growing stronger. Last week, Lena vanished. Police found her journal. Final entry: "She doesn't want my body. She wants my life, and everyone in it. Tell Daniel I'm sorry, tell him." She's wearing my smile now. Daniel swears, and when he visited her grave, the reflection in the polished stone didn't show him. It showed Lena waving, smiling, wrong. Story 5. The highway hitchhiker who wasn't there. Outline 1. Carlos worked nights as a long-haul trucker. Interstate 40, Arizona stretch. Empty, hot, haunted by mirages and memories. One July night, headlights caught a figure on the shoulder, female, late teens, wearing a soaked sundress. "Thumbs up," Carlos slowed. Against his better judgment, he stopped. She climbed in without a word, dripping, shivering. "Where to?" he asked. "Home," she whispered. "Mile marker 217, the red mailbox." He nodded, drove, tried small talk. She stared ahead, smiled faintly. "Thank you," she said. "No one stops anymore." He chuckled. "Well, you looked real," she turned, eyes hollow. "Was I?" He glanced back at the road. When he looked again, passenger seat empty, cold, wet imprint on the leather. He slammed brakes, ran outside, desert empty, mile marker 217. 5 miles back. He turned around. Found the red mailbox, rusty, crooked. Nameplate Grayson. He knocked. An old woman answered. "Looking for Sarah?" she asked. Carlos froze. "How did you—" "She died 10 years ago tonight," the woman said. "Car flipped into the wash. They never found her body, but sometimes she catches rides home." Outline 2, Carlos told no one. Filed it as heat exhaustion, until it happened again. Same stretch, same girl, same soaked dress. This time he didn't stop, sped past. Watched in the side mirror. She turned, smiled, raised a hand. Not to wave, to point. Behind him. He checked the rear view. Saw nothing, until he got home, showered. Noticed something in his duffel bag. A locket. Silver. Engraved, SG forever. He didn't own it. Didn't pick it up. Panicked, he called the Grayson residence. No answer. Drove back. House boarded up. Neighbor said Mrs. Grayson died last winter. Alone. Left everything to the church, he muttered. Except that damn mailbox. Said Sarah might still need it. Carlos buried the locket in his yard. That night his dog howled. Wouldn't stop until Carlos looked out the window. Saw Sarah standing by the fence, holding the unearthed locket, smiling. "You shouldn't have taken it," she mouthed. Dog went silent. Never barked again. Outline 3. Carlos installed dash cams, front, rear, cabin. Next trip, he saw her again. Mile 198, rain pouring. She waved. He kept driving. Cabin cam caught her face appear in the passenger window, not outside, inside. Reflection only, smiling, whispering, "You can't leave me behind." He swerved. Nearly crashed, got home. Reviewed footage. Clear as day. Sarah sitting beside him for 17 minutes, talking, laughing, even reached over to adjust his AC. He remembered none of it. Called a psychic. She listened, gasped. "She's not dead. Not fully. Her body's trapped in that wash." Spirits fractured. Part of her thinks she's still alive. Part of her knows. And that part is angry. Carlos asked how to help. Psychic hung up. Texted, "Don't let her in your house." Too late. That night his porch light flickered. Doorbell rang. He looked through the peephole. Saw Sarah, dripping, smiling. "Let me in, Carlos. I'm cold." Outline 4, he didn't open the door. Barricaded it. Stayed awake with a shotgun. Morning came. No sign of her. He sighed, made coffee. Sat at the kitchen table. Looked out the window. Froze. In the backyard, Sarah. Swinging on his daughter's swing set. Smiling. Waving. He called 911. Officers found nothing. Said he needed rest. That night he slept. Woke to whispering, "Carlos, I'm lonely." He opened his eyes. She sat on the edge of his bed. Dry now, hair combed, wearing his daughter's pink pajamas. "I like it here," she said.
Can I stay?
He screamed, lunged, passed through her. She giggled. "Silly, you can't touch me. But I can touch you." Reached out, touched his cheek. Ice cold, he passed out. Woke in the hospital. Wife crying. "You were screaming, clawing your face. Kept saying she's in the house." Carlos whispered, "She is." They moved. Sold everything. But last month, Carlos's new boss sent him back to I-40. Mile marker 217, red mailbox freshly painted. And beside it, Sarah wearing his wife's coat, smiling. "Miss me?" Story 6. The babysitter's last call outline. 1. Rachel was 19, responsible, studying early childhood ed. The Wilsons trusted her with their twins, Lily and Ben, every Friday night. Big house, quiet street, easy money, until the call. 9:47 p.m. landline rang. She answered. Heavy breathing. Then a man's voice. "Check the children." She frowned. "Who is this?" Click, hung up. She shrugged. Prank caller. Checked the kids. Sleeping peacefully. 10 minutes later, ring. Same voice. "Check the children, now." She marched upstairs. Kids still asleep. Locked their door. Called Mr. Wilson. "We're at the restaurant. No one should be calling you." Blocked the number. She did. At 10:33 p.m., ring. She didn't answer. Let it go to machine. Voice growled, "I'm in the house. Check the children." She grabbed a fireplace poker. Searched every room, empty. Laughed nervously. Just a creep. Until she passed the baby monitor. Heard whispering. Not from the kids' room. From the attic. "Rachel, I'm waiting." Outline 2, she called 911. Officer arrived. Searched attic. Found nothing but dust and old toys. Probably a butt dial, he said. "You're safe." Left. Rachel locked every door. Watched TV with lights blazing. At 11:11 p.m., landline rang again. She ignored it. Answering machine clicked on. Voice calm now. "Rachel, you didn't check properly. Look under Lily's bed." Rachel's blood turned to ice. She crept upstairs. Peered under Lily's bed. Saw nothing. Until the baby monitor crackled. "Whisper behind you." She spun. Closet door creaked open. Darkness inside. Something moved. She backed away, tripped, fell, hit her head. Lights out. Woke minutes later. Baby monitor blaring. Twins screaming. She ran to their room, empty, beds untouched. Closet wide open. On the floor, a child's drawing. Stick figures, Rachel, twins, and a tall man with no face. Scribbled beneath. Found them. Outline 3, Rachel called police again. Hysterical, they returned. Searched house. Found nothing. No signs of forced entry. No footprints. No fingerprints. "Kids sleepwalk sometimes," one officer offered. "Maybe they hid?" Rachel shook her head. "They never leave their room." Officers left. Advised her to call the Wilsons. She did. Mrs. Wilson sounded confused. "But Rachel, we canceled tonight. Didn't you get our text?" Rachel checked her phone. No text. Last message from Mrs. Wilson. "See you Friday." Sent Thursday. Rachel sobbed. Someone's playing a sick joke. At midnight, landline rang. She answered. Voice whispered, "You're almost out of time," she screamed. "Who are you?" Silence, then giggling. Children's laughter. Lily and Ben's voices. Singing, "Rachel's gonna die tonight." She threw the phone. Grabbed her keys. Ran for the front door. Found it chained from the inside. Padlock she didn't recognize. Keys gone. Baby monitor. Too late, Rachel. Outline 4. Neighbors heard screaming. Called police. Found front door wide open. House empty. No sign of struggle. No Rachel, no twins. Police searched for weeks. Found nothing. Case went cold. 6 months later, a hiker found a backpack near Blackwood Creek. Inside, Rachel's ID, her phone, and a cassette recorder. Pressed play. Rachel's voice ragged, terrified. "If you're hearing this, I'm dead." Or worse, he's real. He's been here the whole time. In the walls. In the vents. He took the kids first. Made me watch. Then he made me play games. Hide and seek. I always lost. Last thing he said, "Tell the world I'm still hiring babysitters." tape ends. Police reopened the case, found something odd. The Wilsons never existed. No records. No house, no twins. Just an empty lot, overgrown, and a single red shoe, size 4, beside a freshly dug hole, still damp. Story 7. The photo that ages you outline. Ethan won the vintage camera at a garage sale. Box Brownie model. 1930s. Seller said film still inside. Might be developed. Ethan, amateur photographer, couldn't resist. Took it to a specialty lab. Got one photo back. Black and white. Him standing in his kitchen, smiling. Date stamp October 12, 1937. Impossible. He took it yesterday. Shrugged. Cool glitch. Hung it on his wall. Next morning, noticed something off. His reflection in the mirror looked tired, darker circles, new wrinkles. He blamed bad sleep. Took another photo with the brownie. Developed it. Same kitchen, same pose. But in the photo, he looked 10 years older. Beard gray, skin sagging. He panicked. Compared to Mira, still young, still smooth. But the photo aged him. He locked the camera in a drawer. Didn't touch it. For 3 days. Woke on day 4, looked in mirror, gasped. His hair, thinning, forehead, lined. He raced to the drawer. Opened it. Camera gone. Photo on his nightstand. Him, bald, wrinkled, smiling. Caption scrawled beneath, "One more. Outline 2. He tore the photo down, burned it, bought a digital camera, took a selfie. Looked normal, young, relieved, until he printed it. The print showed him with liver spots, bent posture, dentures. He screamed, deleted every file, smashed the printer, called a historian, asked about the brownie, learned something chilling. In 1937, a photographer named Harlan Voss vanished after claiming his camera stole time. Last photo recovered showed Voss as a 90-year-old man. Died days later. Autopsy, organ failure consistent with extreme aging. Ethan hyperventilated. Bought plane tickets, flew to his parents, hid in their guest room, avoided all mirrors, all cameras, slept with a blindfold, woke to his mom screaming, "Ethan, your face!" He ran to the bathroom. Looked in mirror, jaw slack, skin papery, eyes milky. He looked 80, and on the sink, the brownie, and a fresh photo, him in a wheelchair, tubes in his arms, smiling. Final exposure, outline 3. He tried to destroy the camera, dropped it. Didn't break, shot it. Bullet ricocheted, buried it. Dug it up the next day, clean, dry, waiting on his pillow. He begged, bargained, offered money, sold anything. Camera remained silent, smug. He stopped leaving the house, covered every reflective surface, lived in darkness. Neighbors complained about the smell. Rotting flesh. When police broke in, they found Ethan, or what was left. Skeletal, ancient, curled on the floor, dead. Beside him, the brownie. And one final photo. Him, as a newborn, swaddled, eyes wide, terrified. On the back. Cycle complete. Ready for next subject. Police bagged the camera, sent it to evidence. Next day, evidence locker clerk snapped a selfie with his phone. Printed it for his girlfriend. Showed him with white hair, wrinkles, cane. He laughed. Cool filter. Until he looked in the mirror and screamed outline 4. The camera vanished from evidence. Reappeared at a thrift store in Portland. Bought by a college student named Chloe. She posted her first photo online. Me and my new vintage find. Analog photography. In the photo, Chloe grinning, holding the brownie. Youthful, radiant. Comments poured in. Gorgeous. Love your skin. Goals. But if you look closely, very closely, at the reflection in the camera's lens, you'll see her older, frail, bald, smiling sadly. And if you're watching this right now, don't check your phone gallery. Don't scroll back, because if you took a photo today and it looks off, slightly aged, blurred around the edges, don't panic. It's probably nothing. Probably. But if you hear clicking, the soft mechanical behind you, don't turn around. And whatever you do, don't smile for the next picture. Story 8. The sleep study that never ended outline. 1. Dr. Eris Thorne needed subjects for his REM cycle and lucid dream induction study. Paid $500 per night. Marcus, broke grad student, signed up. Lab was sterile. White walls, single bed, EEG leads glued to his scalp. Sleep normally, Dr. Thorne said. We'll monitor brainwaves. Wake you at 6 a.m. Marcus slept fast. Dreams were vivid, flying, falling, kissing his ex. Standard stuff. Woke at 6, or so he thought, room dark. Clock read 6:03 a.m. He called out. No answer. Got up. Hallway empty. Lights off. Found a note on the door. Stay in room, tech issue, back soon. He waited. 1 hour, 2, no one came. He opened the door. Wandered halls empty. Reception desk abandoned. Coffee still warm. He checked his phone. No signal. Calendar read, October 14th. He entered on October 12th. Lost 2 days. Panic rising, he found the observation room. Monitors dark, except one, showing his bed. Him still asleep, twitching, smiling. Outline 2. Marcus ran back to his room. Shook himself awake, nothing. Pinched, screamed, slapped his face. Still awake, still trapped. He smashed the EEG machine. Sparks flew. Lights flickered. A voice crackled over the intercom. Subject 7, do not remove sensors. Compliance ensures safety. Marcus screamed, I've been asleep for 2 days. Silence, then incorrect. You've been asleep for 17 days, he sobbed. Collapsed, fell asleep again. Woke, or thought he did, to Dr. Thorne standing over him. Good morning, Marcus. How was your dream? Marcus lunged, grabbed his arm solid, warm. Am I awake? Of course, Thorne smiled. You completed phase 1, ready for phase 2? Marcus nodded eagerly. Thorne injected something into his IV. This will deepen your REM state. Make dreams permanent. Marcus's vision blurred. Last thing he saw, Thorne's smile, too wide. Too many teeth, outline 3. Marcus woke in a field. Blue sky, birds singing, perfect, until he saw the trees. Bark pulsing, leaves blinking like eyes. He ran, found a cabin. Door open. Inside, his childhood bedroom, toys, posters, bed made. He sat. Relief washed over him, until the closet door creaked open. Out stepped himself, older, beard, lab coat, smiling. Welcome to Layer 3, Marcus. I've been waiting. Marcus backed away. Who are you? You from Layer 7, we're all you, trapped in recursive dream cycles. Thorne's not a doctor. He's a curator. Collects consciousness, stores them here. In nested realities, you'll forget this conversation. Wake up thinking you're free. Then repeat, forever, Marcus screamed. Older Marcus hugged him. Whispered, don't fight it. Embrace the dream. It's kinder than the truth. Marcus woke, again, in the lab, Dr. Thorne clapping. Brilliant neural activity. You're ready for phase 3. Marcus smiled, nodded, waited until Thorne turned, then smashed the syringe into his neck. Outline 4, Thorne collapsed. Marcus fled, burst into daylight, cars honking, people walking. He laughed, free, flagged a cab. Airport fast, driver nodded, drove. Marcus looked out window, saw billboard, his face. Missing Marcus Renner, last seen entering sleep study clinic October 12th. He gasped. Driver, what year is it? 2024, buddy. Marcus entered in 2023. He'd lost a year. Driver glanced in rear view, grinned. Too wide, too many teeth. Phase 4 is gonna be fun, Marcus. Marcus screamed, grabbed door handle, jumped from moving car, rolled, stood, ran into alley. Collapsed against dumpster. Breath ragged, safe, until he heard snoring. Looked down, saw himself asleep on the pavement. EEG lead still attached. And kneeling beside him, Dr. Thorne, smiling. Shh, don't wake him. He's finally reached Layer 1, the deepest sleep of all. Marcus tried to scream. Couldn't move. Couldn't blink, trapped awake, watching himself sleep forever. Story 9. The book that writes back outline. 1. Clara found the book in a used bookstore bin. Leather-bound. No title. No author. Pages yellowed. Handwritten in elegant cursive. She bought it for $5, read it that night. Started as a diary. April 3rd, 1921. Mother ill. Father distant. I write to keep sane. Entries grew darker. April 17th, heard scratching in walls. Mother says it's rats. I know better. Clara felt uneasy. Kept reading. April 29th, it speaks to me. Calls me Eleanor. Says it's lonely. Clara shivered. Closed book. Next morning, new entry, in her handwriting. Clara, you're kind to listen. Can we talk? She dropped the book. Heart racing. Checked pen. Still capped. Ink full. She threw it in a drawer. Locked it, went to work. Came home, book on her pillow, open. New line, don't shut me out. I'm already in. Outline 2, Clara tried burning it. Flames wouldn't catch. Doused it in water. Pages stayed dry. Took it to a priest. He touched it, recoiled. Evil's not in the book. The book is evil. It feeds on attention. Stop reading. Stop writing. Starve it, she tried, for 3 days. Woke on day 4, book on her chest, heavy, warm, new entry, hungry. Write me a story, Clara, or I'll write yours, she cried. Grabbed pen. Wrote and go away. Book responded instantly. Ink bloomed beneath her words. No, you're mine now. Like Eleanor. Like Thomas. Like all the others, she researched. Found records. Eleanor Voss vanished 1921. Thomas Reed disappeared 1954. Both last seen holding a strange leather book. Clara vomited. Locked book in safe. Welded it shut. That night, safe open. Book on her nightstand. Pen beside it. Fresh line. Safes can't hold me. Minds can't forget me. Right. Outline 3, Clara wrote. Short stories, poems, jokes, anything to appease it. Book rewarded her. Good girl. I love your style. Let's collaborate. Then, demands. Write about your mother's death. Describe your first kiss and how he betrayed you. Confess what you did to your sister. She refused. Next morning, her journal entries rewritten. Secrets exposed. Shame amplified. You think you control the narrative. Book taunted. I am the narrative. She stabbed it with scissors. Blade snapped. Cut her hand. Blood dripped on page. Ink absorbed it. Wrote me delicious more. She fled. Stayed with friends. Book appeared under their pillows. In their cars. In their dreams. One friend read it, went mute. Another tried to burn it. House burned down. She survived. Book didn't. Until Clara got a text. Miss me? Attached photo book. On her bed, open. Page read, final chapter, Clara's end. Outline 4. Clara surrendered. Sat at her desk. Opened the book. Pen in hand. Wrote, the end. Book responded, not yet. One last story, yours. Ink flowed without her moving the pen. Words formed. Clara locked doors. Clara burned bridges. Clara screamed into voids. But the book always returned, because the book was never separate. It was her fear, her guilt, her loneliness, given form, given voice, given hunger. Clara wept. Pen moved faster. She tried to kill it. Kill herself. Kill the truth. But truth doesn't die. It waits, it watches, it writes. Final line, Clara closed her eyes, put the pen to her wrist, and let the book finish what it started. Clara didn't remember writing it, but when police found her, pen in hand, smile on lips, wrists slit, the book lay open on her chest. Final page blank, except for 2 words in fresh ink, the end. Question mark dripping, like blood, still wet. Story 10, the friend request from beyond outline. 1. Jess got the Facebook notification at 3:33 a.m. Megan Carter sent you a friend request. Jess sat bolt upright. Megan died 2 years ago. Car crash, funeral, grave, obituary, everything. Jess stared at the screen. Profile pic. Megan smiling beach vacation. Last active 5 minutes ago. Jess clicked decline. Notification popped up. Megan Carter has sent you another friend request. Jess blocked her. Refreshed. Request still there. Accept or decline. She messaged mutual friends. Did you get a request from Megan? Replies flooded in. Yes, WTF. Blocked her 3x, keeps coming back. Her profile updated today. New pics, new posts. Jess scrolled Megan's timeline. Posts from beyond the grave. Miss you guys. Who's up for coffee? Jess, why won't you accept me? Posted 3 minutes ago. Jess screamed. Logged out. Uninstalled app. Went to bed. Woke to buzzing. Phone lit up. Megan Carter accepted your friend request. But Jess never accepted. Outline 2. Jess created a new account. Searched Megan, profile gone, relief. Until her old account pinged. Megan Carter tagged you in a photo. She didn't log back in. Couldn't. But her email notified her. You've been tagged in Megan's Last Supper. Subject line, come join us, Jess. She deleted it. Spam folder filled with messages from Megan. Why are you ignoring me? I'm not dead, silly. Check your attic. Jess lived in a condo. No attic. She called Megan's mom. Sobbing, she answered, Jess. We buried her. We saw her body. But last week, she texted me. Mom, I'm hungry. Jess hung up. Drove to Megan's grave. Found fresh flowers. Note tucked beneath. Save me a seat. Signed M. Jess ran. Didn't stop until she reached her therapist's office. Begged for help. Therapist listened, nodded. Grief hallucinations. Digital denial common. Then paused. Looked at her laptop. Whispered, Jess. Why is Megan messaging me right now? Outline 3. Therapist screen showed chat window. Megan typing. Tell Jess I'm waiting in her bathroom. Jess bolted. Flew home, locked doors. Barricaded windows. Sat in living room. Lights on, knife in hand. At midnight, phone buzzed. Video call from Megan. Jess declined. Call came again. And again. On the 7th ring, she answered. Screen showed Megan, pale, smiling. Behind her, Jess's bathroom. Bathtub filled with dark water. Come say hi, Megan whispered. I saved you a spot. Jess dropped phone. Ran to bathroom, empty, tub dry. She laughed, hysterical, until she heard dripping. Looked up. Water oozing from ceiling, forming words, accept me. She grabbed ladder. Climbed into attic access. Dusty, empty. Except for one thing, Megan's phone. Screen cracked. Battery dead. Last text on screen. Jess won't accept me. Guess I'll have to visit. Sent 2 years ago. Day she died. Outline 4. Jess threw the phone out window. Blocked every account. Changed number. Moved cities. For 6 months, at peace. Then, new job. New friends, new life. Until her co-worker tapped her shoulder. Hey, you're friends with Megan Carter, right? She just liked my post. Jess froze. What post? Co-worker showed her phone. Photo of office party. Jess in background. Caption, team lunch. Liked by Megan Carter. Comment, looks fun. Save me a slice, Jess. Jess screamed. HR called security. Co-worker swore. Megan's not on my friends list. IT investigated. Found no account. No IP, no trace. Except one thing. Every device Jess owned now displayed a single notification. Megan Carter wants to be your best friend. Except YN, Jess chose N, screen glitched. Changed to Y automatically. And beneath it, new message. Good choice. I'll be there soon. Don't lock the door. That night, Jess's neighbors reported screaming. Police found her door wide open. House empty. Laptop on desk. Screen glowing. Facebook open. Chat window active. Last message from Megan. Told you not to decline. Now we're all friends. Online status, Jess Carter. Active now. Typing.